Good afternoon, good evening, everybody. My name is Amanda Ryba. I'm the founder of the Illuminate Your Wealth community, and it is my goal to teach and educate everybody out there about what the rich and the wealthy have been doing with their money for decades, if not centuries. So today, I want to kind of talk to you guys a little bit more about what I do and what it might look like if you're working in a professional industry to partner up with me. So, I'm very excited to announce, if you haven't already seen it through my page, that I've decided to partner up my agency with GFI, which is Global Financial Impact. Fantastic company, fantastic people that are running it, that are helping it grow, that are putting in the seeds and the groundwork to make this company grow and expand like crazy. It's only been about 6 months since I've been with GFI, and they already have over 17,000 agents in the company platform, which is insane. So that's where I have decided to plant my flag and build my business underneath the platform that GFI program provides. However, we're definitely looking for we're looking for people in professional capacities to come on board and partner up with us. So you're welcome to comment in the chat if you have any questions as we go throughout today. I see Green Ross. Yeah, Amanda, see her. I love it. Good to see you. Appreciate it. And again, my goal is to share with you different ways that we can partner up. So, to talk a little bit about what I mean by this, our company is always out there looking to find more ways that we can add value to our clients, to our consumers. So, what that might mean is, let's say I sit down with a young family that is looking to save for a house, which is one of their big goals. And to be honest, it's a very common goal that we'll see. Well, in my network, I have real estate agents, I have mortgage brokers, I have people that I can refer these individuals out to so that they can get well taken care of, right? People love being referred over. People love having a connection over to somebody. Nobody wants to go out there and shop online for their real estate agent, or shop online for their mortgage broker, or shop online for their financial professional, right? Nobody wants to do that. They want to have some kind of a connection. They want to know that there's trust there, there's credibility there, and that they can ultimately have a really good experience with this person when you're in a service-based industry. So, calling out a few other service-based industries that exist out there today besides myself, right? Obviously in financial services. I dabble a lot in the insurance space. I dabble a lot in retirement planning and college planning and helping people build wealth and leveraging IULs and index strategies. That's kind of the space that I fall in. So if you happen to fall in maybe the real estate space, maybe you are a real estate agent, a mortgage broker, maybe you work in the property and casualty industry, right? Maybe you're a P&C agent. Maybe you are a CPA, right? Maybe you help people with their taxes, or maybe you're just an influencer and you're out there on social media, or you're in the public eye and you know a lot of people. Let me talk to you for a second. We're going to talk a little bit about how we can leverage each other to add more value to our clients. That is the overall goal. So, my big question to you is, are you the type of individual that is open to having multiple streams of income? Are you looking for more ways to make money? So, for example, I know the real estate industry right now, not the hottest time to be in the real estate industry, right? It's a little bit tougher. The inventory is low. Not that many people selling houses, not that many people looking to buy houses. A lot of changes in the laws around the real estate industry and how those individuals get paid. So, if you work in that field, right, are you open to finding ways to make additional sources of income? I tend to find a lot of people that are in that space are looking to get their insurance licenses, their investment licenses, things like that, so they can essentially add more value to the clients. Now, what I want to offer you is, think about it like this, right? Especially if you're on the real estate side, I will dabble in all the ones I just mentioned, but we're going to start with real estate. We're going to start with mortgage brokers. If you're on the real estate side, you are helping people make probably the largest purchase they're going to make in their entire life, right? For most individuals, most human beings, buying a home is the largest purchase they're ever going to make in their entire life. Few things that you need to consider. I'd really want to invite you to consider. Number one, what happens if something happens to the breadwinner in that family? Let's say the husband's working, the wife is staying home watching the kids, or vice versa. What happens to that family if the breadwinner were to get sick, injured, or worse, pass away, right? What's going to happen to them? Do they have any basic insurance? Do they have any protection on that mortgage, right? Do they have any mortgage protection insurance? Do they have anything in place to make sure that that home that they just worked so hard to find and so hard to purchase doesn't disappear like that, right? I want to challenge you to find ways to help your clients keep their houses. Keep it, right? Keep it and not have to go off and sell it or mortgage it off or something because they can't afford it because the breadwinner passed away or somebody got sick or injured. Really think about that. So that's where we can come into the picture, right? If you don't already have a connection to somebody in the insurance or an investment space, that's where my team and I can come in, right? We can work alongside each other where you can refer those people over to me. If you get a license to do what I do, then from there I'm actually able to compensate you for every person that you were to send on over to me, right? So let's just say that you have a young family and you were to send them over to me as a referral source and you're licensed. I can be making you three, four, five, maybe $10,000 on the side without you really having to do anything other than make the connection, make the referral over to me. And if you are a mortgage professional, right, you're a mortgage broker, lender, something like that, we already talked about how the real estate agents, it's your job to make sure that these clients keep their house. So if anything were to happen to them, they don't have to sell off the house and try and figure it out. But if you are on the mortgage side, you are seeing these people's entire financial story laid out in front of you, laid out right before your very eyes. What I want to challenge you about is to understand how financial products actually work. Take a couple lessons, right? I'll even teach you. Take a couple lessons to understand money, to understand retirement plans, to understand insurance. And then from there, when you're looking at these portfolios, you could actually be saying, yo, when we're done here, I want you to sit down and talk to my girl. You've got some things in here. I think she might be able to, add some value to you or maybe enhance this or make this a little bit better or just something that you should learn. You need to sit down and connect with Amanda and her team because they're fantastic. You don't have to do the work, right? You don't have to do the work. You just have to know how to talk about it. You just have to know what you're looking for. There's a gentleman on my team, who his name is Bryce, and he owns his own lending company, his own mortgage company. And he taught everybody in his company how to do this, how to look at a portfolio and say, oh gosh, this is great that you have all of this, but there's some things that we can do to really enhance this or really make this better. And, not me, right? I'm going to connect you over to the person that can do that because you don't want to be wearing multiple hats in front of your client, but that's where it looks like you add so much value when you have a trusted partner in a different industry that you can leverage that out too, right? Which would be myself, my team, things like that. You can send them my way. So specifically, if you're on the mortgage side, the real estate side, you guys see a lot about people's finances. There's no reason why we shouldn't link up and work together where you can send them to us and vice versa. We can send them to you on the mortgage side and then you can help them out with that. And now we're looking at like trusted partners. We work together as a team, we're a unit, and we keep the client and their families and their referrals in our network, right? We're able to help them out easier because it's just a simple referral back and forth and it makes so much sense. And then from there, maybe you're in the property and casualty space, right? Maybe you work as a P&C agent. And again, you're already helping them out with home and auto, right? You're already helping them with protection on their house, protection on their car. But the issue that I tend to find with both businesses, actually, with the real estate industry and with property and casualty, is it tends to be very transactional, right? There's no residual income that comes from either one. There's no residual income that comes from real estate. There is no residual income that comes from P&C, right? Nothing. You basically are or you're basically helping these clients out, and then you're just going to cross and hope that they come back to you and need something in the future, or nothing, right? They're just gone. So in real estate, you have to keep going out there and finding your next client. And property and casualty, same thing, right? You're not essentially building a book that you get to keep. There's no trust. I have heard in the property and casualty space that, even though the price of insurance is going up in many states, including mine, which is California, right? My car insurance doubled in January. Is crazy. Doubled. But that doesn't mean that your commissions are going up. Yours are actually staying the same, if not going down, right? I had heard from a gentleman that I work with that the highest commissionable rate in a P&C company, you're looking at maybe 36% commission, which is very tiny in the grand scheme of things, right? And compared to what we do, right, we have the ability to offer so much higher than that. We could probably offer you that on a split, right? So again, if you were to send business over to us, this is business that we can split. These are clients that we can sit down, we can help on the life insurance side. We send them over to you to help out on the property and casualty side. And again, we start to build this network. We start to build this referral base of people that we can connect back and forth. And then from there, let's say that you are a CPA. Let's say that you are a tax professional and you have a book of business of clients that you're already helping out on the tax side of things, right? Which I do work with some other CPAs, and I have learned throughout the years that there's two different kinds of CPAs, right? There are the kind that are designed to help you pay your taxes, and then there are the kind of CPAs that are strategic and actually help you strategize on how to pay less in taxes. But the reality is that really only works if you're a business owner, right? It's very challenging to do that with an employee. But that's again where I can come into the picture. So if you are a CPA or if you are a tax professional, allow me to teach you some tricks that I have learned along the way, right? Legal, moral, and ethical tricks, but different ways the products that I can help clients out with can help them reduce their taxes or help them save money in one category and reallocate it to another. So I can't tell you how many times I get introduced to business owners, to entrepreneurs, and to just individuals that are looking for tax professionals, people that they can trust to manage their taxes and help them strategize. And I would love to have more connections for this. I have a few right now. I would love to have more people I can refer business out to. But again, if you can pass a license to become a CPA, you can pass a life and a health insurance license to work alongside me. You refer those clients on over to me. I sit down, I help them out. I'm able to pay you, 5, 10, 15 grand, whatever that might be. And you just get compensated for sending that business over to us. So that's another fantastic category. We do a ton in tax planning. I'm very, very passionate about helping people find ways to pay less in taxes legally, right? That is the key, legally. But there are so many ways to do it, and most Americans have no clue how. So we work in partnership. We add so much more value to our clients because of the fact that we are strategic partners, and we can share knowledge and education back and forth and get creative on how to help people in these different types of industries, right? And really, another big one that I want to talk about in terms of revenue sharing, referral partners, we're talking about here would be influencers. So, if you are big in social media, if you're big in your community, if you're big in the Chamber of Commerce, right, wherever that might be, you know a lot of people, you have influence over a lot of people. Feel free, right? We can talk a little bit about some strategies and some vocabulary that you can use to pique their interest, again, to introduce them over to me. So now you know if you come across anybody that's looking for anything on the insurance side, college planning, retirement planning, indexed accounts, IULs, right? Insurance, all of that stuff, you know somebody you can connect them over to, and it's not for free. It's not for free. I have the ability, if you get a license and you get connected over to my agency, right, my team, I can give you half, 50% of whatever that was to make me, right, on the back end. So let's just say I would make $10,000 helping out a family that you were to refer on over to me. If you were licensed and connected to my company, I can split you half, split you 50% on the actual product, right? On what that would pay out. And then our business builds generational wealth, right? It builds passive income that increases year after year after year. So can you imagine getting paid on work that you did 3, 4, 5 years ago? Well, in this industry, you can, right? We get residual passive income. You get to build a book of business that can eventually be passed down like a legacy to your family from one generation to the next to the next. So your efforts can compound and help retire your kids and your grandkids and your grandkids' grandkids. So that's one of the things I love the most about working in this industry is the fact that we get to really build something that is long lasting and can be around forever, 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 forever. And, I just really want to challenge you. So if you work in a professional industry where you feel like you might be a good fit to be a referral partner over to me, maybe I didn't even mention it tonight. I could be completely wrong. Well, some of my best referral partners come from the correctional facility. I work with some men and women that work as correctional officers at some of the different prisons out here in California, and they're of positions of high status and high influence. They have a lot of influence over the men and women that come into these careers. People are always looking, well, what should I do with my money when they're new in a field? And they just shoot them my way, right? They just send them on over to me and say, hey, look, not my expertise, but I can introduce you to the person that is coaching me and teaching me all this stuff. Her name is Amanda. She's fantastic. I trust her. I sit down with them. I have a conversation with them. If that individual is licensed and if that person is connected to my brokerage, we're able to actually help them out too. So I want to challenge you again. If you work in this space and you feel like you might make a really great referral partner for me, let's chat, let's connect. If you are looking for a way to make additional income, or maybe you're looking for ways to work more remotely. If you do not follow me on social media, I do a ton of traveling. I'm gone every single month. I love being out and about and working from Wi-Fi. That's one of the best things about this industry is the fact that we can work from anywhere, right? We can help people in any city, in any state. We're not territorial bound like you in the real estate industry. I know how it is. You can only work in your city, right, in your local area. If you are going to do business in another state, you have to refer that out. It doesn't have to work like that here. I can be licensed in any state I want and do business in any state that I want, right? So if you're looking to own your own business, if you're looking to get into a good industry and a good field that's doing great things for people, that's educating people and providing a ton of value, we really might be a good fit for each other. And I would love to meet you. I'm going to put in the description below this live how you can get connected on over to me. It's really easy. You just can either click the link in my bio or you can click the link below in the description to get connected over to my team for a phone call or for a Zoom, where we can just chat and learn a little bit about you and see a little bit about your business and what you do and how we might be a good fit on the referral side. And if you're looking to change careers, this might be a good one for you to possibly get into. Love it, Miss Julie. I see this is so informative. You're welcome. You're welcome. But if you are looking to change careers or you're looking to eventually start your own business, I just had an appointment tonight with a gentleman that is working as a chemist and is just so done, right? Wants to fire his boss, wants to start his own business. So we're talking about him building a business out in our platform and eventually transitioning over to here when he's able to. We can do those things too, right? We have the ability to talk about that too. So definitely appreciate all of you guys for hopping on tonight. Hopefully you learned something, and share this with anyone you know that is in the space of real estate, of mortgages, that's a tax professional, that's a CPA, that is working as an influencer, either social media or in their community, or I already forgot the property and casualty. We just actually brought on board a lady with a property and casualty license the other day, which was really exciting. So let me know. Again, I mentioned before how to connect with me either through the link in my bio or the description below. And I look forward to getting to chat with you all and hearing your stories and see how we can make you some extra income partnering up with us. Wish y'all a great one.